What is up, everybody? My name is BobaTalks and welcome to my Gotham episode 18 trailer breakdown. And first of all, I just want to say I apologize for no face cam. It just makes these videos a bit easier to edit. And since I'm on this video break for the next couple of weeks still, it might be easy for me to pump out a little bit more content when all I have to do is record into this mic and not worry about the face cam or anything like that. So anyway, guys, before I get into this breakdown, I'm going to show the trailer that Gotham Fox have showed themselves, and then I'll read out the synopsis, and then we'll get into talking exactly about what this trailer shows us.
I'm tired of being kept in the dark.
You said I was to become the protector of Gotham. Why?
Bruce, I'm offering you the power you never thought possible.
This isn't a social call. I want a seat at the table. I want to know what's going on.
Afraid and in pain. Nothing will be able to stop you.
So the synopsis for the episode is the following. Gordon discovers the weapon the Court of Owls will use to destroy Gotham, which leads him on a dangerous path as he tracks it down. Meanwhile, Catherine and the Temple Shaman reveal their next move to Bruce, and Ivy comes to Selina's aid. Now, that was a very interesting synopsis within itself, saying, you know, I'm going to skip to the second half. Meanwhile, Catherine and Temple Shaman reveal their next move to Bruce. I mean, does that indicate that, you know, they are together in the next episode? I mean, it very well could be. I doubt it, but that remains to be seen. And Ivy coming to Selina's aid is a very nice sort of contrast, because as we know, Selina, ever since season 1, has always looked out for Ivy, and now Ivy has had a bit of a growth spurt, if you will, and has been out on the world a bit more by herself. She probably will come to Selina, as it says in the synopsis, and for once look after her, especially after what happened in the latest episode. But anyway, guys, let's actually look at what the trailer shows us. As always, it uses a bit of recycled footage, but, you know, I say that every week. So we have to look out for the clues that we get shown in each clip. And there are a few more in this new trailer. Now, what I really liked about this trailer is we get a lot more concentration on the whole Bruce storyline with the Temple Shaman. And the most interesting part of the trailer for me is when he says, Bruce, I'm offering you a power you never thought was possible. And that is really interesting to me. What could the Shaman be talking about? I think it's more, you know, not necessarily, you know, a literal power like any magic or voodoo-y kind of stuff. I think he's just offering Bruce a path, and he wants to groom Bruce in a certain direction. Not necessarily Batman, because obviously Bruce will go off and discover that for himself one day. I bet we will see him tear away from the Shaman sooner or later, because as the synopsis says, and what I've said before, Catherine, and namely who I'm talking about here, the Temple Shaman, reveal their next move to Bruce. And it did say when he got cast for the Temple Shaman role that there would be alternate intentions for the Temple Shaman that obviously isn't really going to pan out well for Bruce, or it's just something that Bruce will not actually want to do or want to become. So he will take the training from what the Shaman showed him, which is cool, but he will go off and forge his own destiny as, you know, a younger Bruce Batman kind of role. And we do hear Bruce saying first that you wanted me to become the protector of Gotham. Why? So we're obviously going to get a bit more explanation in the next episode from the Shaman himself as to what is really going on here and why they've kept their eye on Bruce, and who is really pulling the strings here. Is it Ra's al Ghul? Is it the court? Is Ra's al Ghul on top of the court? Is Ra's al Ghul under this Temple Shaman? And then will the Temple Shaman be out the picture? There's so many questions, guys, that still need to be answered for this story with Bruce to really make sense. Now, in regards to the first couple of scenes from the trailer, we see Jim sort of parked in a car. I don't know if he's getting out to go to the Court of Owls building, but we see Catherine looking at him from afar on the balcony. All I have to say about this is Jim is just getting deeper and deeper into the Court of Owls storyline. We know that he is effectively this double agent. So I'm just, as I said in my last trailer breakdown, I'm really wondering how far he's going to go to sort of prove his loyalty before he can really seal the deal with taking the Court of Owls down. And he's definitely going pretty far, because he's saying to Catherine later in the trailer, this isn't a social call, I want a seat at the table, I want to know what's going on. And we all know why, because he wants to know what's going on so he can help prevent whatever the court is up to with the weapon. Now, we also see a bit more Captain Barnes in this trailer as well, some reused footage, but also a couple of new clips. We actually see where I believe he gets broken out of Arkham Asylum. And from what we've learned already, that it is responsible due to the Court of Owls. And we see this Talon here doing a flip that was holding Barnes when he was being transported out of Arkham Asylum. And I also did a stream the other day talking about Hugo Strange. And it really does seem, especially from the promo photos that have been released, that obviously he gets seen with Catherine, but also in this trailer we see the similar photos of Hugo, and I'm wondering if he is really has been developing the weapon, the Alice Tetch virus weapon, which I will get onto in a second, for Catherine. But, you know, you would have thought he went off with Fish, but who knows what happened there. But he definitely seems to still be under the Court of Owl's strings. I'd love to know what you guys think about that. But either way, I think that this red gas we see in the trailer is almost like a weaponized Alice Tetch blood virus that's airborne, if you will. So now in the city, it can be easily released into people. So you don't have to come in contact with the blood. All you have to do is breathe in this Alice Tetch gas. But I would definitely like to know what you guys think in the comments below in terms of this gas, guys. Do you think that it is a newly updated weaponized version of the Alice Tetch virus? Which I do honestly think it is. It makes sense because Hugo's been working on it. If you guys check out the promo photos in the description, you can see a few more behind the scenes pictures of Hugo Strange with Catherine. So I definitely think that this is the weapon that they are planning to release on Gotham City, and it is potentially going to be incredibly disastrous. And also, as for whose hand this is, who's knocking over this vial, I'm not sure. It could be Jim, but the difficult thing is this vial a vial full of Alice Tetch blood, or is this some of the stuff that makes it go into that gas airborne Alice Tetch blood, you know, new thing that they've invented that will contaminate a lot more people a lot more quickly. So if it is, I don't think that it would be somebody like Jim, because if it gets knocked over, then, you know, that means he could get infected, and I'm telling you now, that is not going to happen. But either way, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys, as I'd really love to hear them. Now, also for a couple of extra things in the trailer that I haven't really pointed out as the trailer unfolded, we see this image here of this person laughing, but what I am pretty positive about in relation to what I just said about the Alice Tetch blood virus airborne thingy is that this is probably one of the trials of the gas going off on a randomer, as I do believe that this person is infected with the Alice Tetch gas, and this is Hugo probably in that room or whatever location that is where he is with Catherine in the photos. That they are trying it out on a normal person, or maybe potentially a criminal or someone from Arkham Asylum, and this is obviously the gas working 100% success rate, as it seems to be driving this person pretty crazy. And not only that, his face seems really messed up, so I'm pretty sure the Alice Tetch blood is manipulating everything about his mind and giving him all kinds of powers that the Alice Tetch virus grants people. Now, another extra thing is that we see Penguin very briefly here on the phone. Now, there's either one of two things that I can think that could be going on here. I would like to think, well, first of all, I'll say who I don't think it necessarily is, but it could be Fish Mooney on the phone. That would be cool. We know that she's going to be brought in sooner or later, but I'm more inclined to think that this is the Riddler. It could be quite possibly the Riddler finds out, Enigma finds out that Penguin is still alive, and this could be a kind of bittersweet phone call for the both of them. Oswald does really seem quite annoyed here, but also not infuriated. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Who do you think Oswald is on the phone with here? Could it be Enigma? And as for this person flying through the window because of flames, I think that pretty much is due to Firefly. So since the villains, or should I say the freaks, have now been teamed up with Penguin, we are going to see this all-out war happening, which got teased at WonderCon. They really hyped this massive freaks war between Penguin and then Barbara's gang. So it's going to be really interesting to see, guys. And this will be, you know, this is a little first tease in the trailer of the freaks kicking some ass, and particularly that being Firefly. Now, as for this safe, guys, it is very mysterious. I'm definitely looking forward to whatever is inside of it. I mean, from what we can see already, it appears there might be a slight bit of a box, and we can see a person's hand there with, I can't be sure if they're coins or something else. As for the words Victor on it, that's just the mark of an old safe. But I'd love to hear what you guys think, you know, what could be inside this case. And lastly, guys, a little update to what I said about Bruce earlier. At the end of the trailer, we finally get to see Bruce kind of putting his newly found skills to use that he learnt from the shaman himself against this person we have seen in previous trailers. I believe it was the trailer that sort of showed the second half of the season before we came back off the break, or the winter break, if you will. So we see this person here, and they're going to be doing the traditional two you know, stick battle kind of thing, reflex mode. So it's going to be really cool to see Bruce use his actual skills, hone his skills that he's learned from the Temple Shaman, and use it against what I think is not necessarily a member of the League of Shadows. It could be a Court of Owl's Talon. I definitely think it could be due to whatever he's wearing on the front of his face there. It is kind of confusing. It could be League of Shadows. It could be Assassin from Court of Owls. We still don't truly know how those two are connected yet. We still don't know how Ra's al Ghul plays into all of this. But either way, it's going to be cool to see Bruce use his skills against, I don't know, one of the Temple Shaman's followers, who will obviously be a very formidable opponent to Bruce, who has only been trained by Alfred, but now been trained by this Ultra Master Guru Temple Shaman. But as I voiced in my live stream the other day, I hope that they don't rush this storyline. I hope that this isn't a massive part of Bruce. I mean, obviously it is a massive part of him becoming Batman. But what I'm trying to say is, I guess, is that I hope that he doesn't learn so much from this experience of being kidnapped and forcefully trained, if you will, and then just return to normal life with Alfred. And that experience helped him too much, if you will, into becoming Batman. Obviously, this is so significant, and the writers and the producers have wanted that, and we all realize that this is a significant point in Bruce's, you know, Batman foundation, what he's going through with the Shaman at the minute. But as I said, I don't want it to last 4 or 5 episodes and then for him to go back to Wayne Manor and just be like, okay, now I'm pretty combat efficient. You know, I want more of this to happen in the future seasons if Gotham gets renewed for season 4, guys. But anyway, guys, that is all from this video. I hope you liked my breakdown. I'm sorry if it was a bit different. As you know, I'm not editing as much. There's no face cam in this video for that reason. And I don't know. I just hope you enjoyed it anyway, guys. Be sure to leave a like on it if you did enjoy it. Be sure to let me know what you thought about the trailer in the comment section below, guys, and let me know all your predictions for the next episode of Gotham Season 3. I would love to know your thoughts, as you guys are so imaginative with all your thoughts, and you are pretty good at nailing down about what you think could happen in the show. But other than that, everybody, if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing to stay up to date with all things nerd, geeky, DC related. And apart from that, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.